السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم. Dear brothers and sisters, today I would like to highlight one of the most important and crucial characteristics for Muslim in his daily basis, which is Tawakul upon Allah SWT. What does it mean? We are often reminded of verses that speak about how Allah grants ease with hardship, how Allah will relieve us from any difficulty we are facing as long as we trust Him and seek His help. But it is natural for us to wonder when this ease or relief will come. Having such doubts doesn't mean we have no iman. Rather, when faced with difficulty of any type, it is common for man to have his faith shaken. There are those that are able to get back up with increased vigor and fall back on Allah to rise up from the trial that they are undergoing. Then, there are those who crumble and fall down with the slightest test. You often hear the shuyukh and the various public speakers talk about relying upon Allah and how having true tawakkul will help us cross any type of barrier and obstacle we face in our lives. All of us want to be people of taqwa, right? And they have our hearts filled with iman. We want to be of those who have immense tawakkul, complete reliance upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So, what does it mean to rely upon Allah? How can we nurture unshakable amount of faith and trust in Allah, irrespective of how big or small the trial is? Let me explain what does it mean tawakkul. The word tawakkul is derived from wakkalt, meaning taking for oneself a representative. A good representative will possess the following four characteristics: awareness, trustworthiness, strength, and sympathy. Now, can you think of someone who has all these qualities? Someone who is so strong, powerful, and trustworthy that he is able to do all things. So much so that he can completely turn things in your favor and help you out of your distress, no matter how huge your difficulty is. What if I told you Allah can do all what tawakkul can do? Many Muslims nowadays ask, if I have true tawakkul in Allah SWT, if I trust Allah SWT, what this can do for me? Let me ask you, do you go through moments of anxiety and unease, wondering what if something doesn't work out or go as planned? Whether it is about taking decisions in our personal life or professional lives, new business, new job, all of us go through moments of intense nervousness mixed with endless worries. Because let's face it, the future is unseen and looks scary for all of us. We so desperately yearn to see how our lives will be in 5 years, or even just 5 days from now. And the uncertainty of the future can make our hearts beat faster and make us feel sick in our stomach. What if the person is not the right one for me, even though I want to marry her or him? What if I don't get the job? What will my future look like? What is going to pay all my bills? How do I take care of my family? What will the medical report show? What if I can't ever have kids? All these questions go around in our minds in daily basis. Do these situations sound familiar? All of us have gone through or are going through emotions that make us fret and worry about something that's going to happen in the future. What if I told you that there is someone who can not only take care of every single affair of yours, but also set it right for you, make you victorious and replace whatever was taken from you with something much better and more everlasting? Tawakkul is to tie your heart with firm conviction that Allah alone is in control, not you. not your emotions or anybody else, just Allah SWT alone. Don't trust me. Well, let's look at the verse in the hadith. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said in the hadith, if you truly put your trust in Allah, He would provide you as He provides the birds, where they live in the morning with empty stomach and they return back with full stomach. Do you trust Allah SWT like the birds trust Him? Allah is enough for us. You don't need the world to chime in with their approval. As long as you trust in Allah and take all the efforts that are needed to acquire something, Allah will help you out and make a way for you when there seems to be no way. Because He says, He is sufficient, what more do you want? Allah SWT in the Quran says, and whoever relies upon Allah, then He is sufficient for him. So please stop worrying. Ibn Atallah, one of the scholars, said, relieve yourself of worry after you have planned. Don't concern yourself with what Allah has undertaken on your behalf. Tawakul is to strive. Tawakul doesn't mean trusting Allah and not doing your part. When your heart is filled with firm conviction that Allah is in control, you will find your lamps filled with Iman and zeal like never before. You will find yourself striving with all means possible to put whatever effort you can from your end, and then trusting Allah that He will help you and set everything right for you. Anas ibn Malik radiallahu anhu said, a man said, O Messenger of Allah, should I tie my camel and trust in Allah, or should I leave here untied and trust in Him? The Messenger of Allah ﷺ said, tie here and trust in Allah SWT. So I need to teach you one dua before we leave, after learning about Tawakul. The Prophet ﷺ used to supplicate, O Allah, grant us such fear of you as will come between us and acts of disobedience to you. Such obedience to you as will bring us to your garden, and such certainty that the calamities of this world will be made easy for us by you. Remember, as long as you have Allah on your side, you don't have to worry about anything in this dunya, because there is no power or might bigger than Allah SWT. Thank you so much. Jazakumullah khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.